We are Crowd Insights, and we want you to join our community. We are a network of experts bringing together our insights, our thought leadership, our connections, our resources to be able to help each other. So, how does it work and how can you contribute? And even why should you be contributing? Because I know that you have so many other things to do, whether you're trying to run a business, grow your own personal brand, and otherwise tend to your day-to-day. So we'll tell you about Crowd Insights. We believe that together we're better. We can save time by leveraging each other's resources, by giving back, and ultimately helping bring more visibility to what it is that you're working on. Here's an example of how you contribute. These are lists that we're crowdsourcing of the top investors, influencers, companies, and more. So, why should you be interested in contributing to a list of the top crypto investors? Well, first and foremost, if you are a business or startup and you're looking to raise capital, and say you know about 10 investors that are actively deploying capital. If you contribute those 10 investors, and say another founder that knows of another 10 investors contributes their 10 investors that they know of, and another founder introduces their 10 investors, and you do this with 10 different investors, you essentially have 100 investors on a list as opposed to 10 that you would have done it on your own. Thus is the idea behind Crowd Insights. Together, we can pool together our resources, our expertise, and our insights to help each other accomplish our shared goals and to align and connect with other thought leaders and experts that are ultimately trying to achieve the same thing, which is bring about revolutionary technology, support each other, and ultimately grow great businesses. So, how can you contribute? Take a look at this list of the top crypto and Web3 investors and contribute. Who are we missing on this list? Who should be moved up higher? Who should be moved down lower? And ultimately, we want to create the most comprehensive and actually the world's best expert research list of crypto investors. Typically, these lists are actually put together by a single one or two data researchers. The idea behind Crowd Insights is that we're actually going to get a number of experts that are all in the same industry to create the most comprehensive guide so we can spend less time trying to find out who the other VCs are. We can actually have better insight and credibility into knowing, is a certain fund more credible than the other? And also, we can bring visibility, transparency, and really support each other. In the case of some previous VC funds, Alameda Research, for example, there was not enough crowdsourced due diligence to put together some really compelling arguments about what they were doing. And so the reason we started Crowd Insights is the whole idea that together we can really leverage these insights, each other. And so what we'd love to have you do is go to this list. It's already quite comprehensive. And at the bottom, you can see it says, which crypto investors should we add? Go ahead and comment, leave a reply, list as many investors that you know of. And that helps contribute to this list. And it also helps give you exposure because your name will also be on this list. And you're also going to build a connection because this list is visited by several of the top crypto VCs, private equity funds, founders, companies, and whatnot. So that's just one way that you can really help contribute to Crowd Insights. Overall, this platform still is in its early stages. And rather than overpromise and underdeliver, we just like to hint some of the features, the benefits that will be coming down the line in regards to why you should be contributing now. We can talk about other platforms, similarly Ethereum. When you're early, when you can contribute to these networks and these platforms, great things can happen. So we'll just leave it at that. My background is that I actually Have been in blockchain since 2017, 2018. I've been fortunate enough to work alongside some of the top companies and also invest alongside several of the top VCs, several of the top crypto and NFT influencers. I've both worked with them, talked to them, and still connected with them till this day. So another way that you can contribute to Crowd Insights is, say you are a business or a project or even a personal creator, and you want to get connected to more legit crypto and NFT influencers. You can contribute to this list. Tell us, what influencers are we missing? What influencers should be on this list? You can do the same thing and comment down below. So in regards to helping out with Crowd Insights, we're really looking for data researchers is what I highlighted first. Number two is we're actually looking for good designers and even social media managers so we can start getting attention to our work, almost similar to this. So you can see here, Kelvin, he is an early stage technology investor. He understands that generative AI is the future. And you can see here that he created a really robust database of the top investors in generative AI. And he listed the investors here. What we're going to do at Crowd Insights is take this list and make it 10 times better and maybe even 100 times better. How are we going to do that? Is that we're going to have 10 to 100 times the number of expert researchers putting together a generative AI list like this. This is just Kelvin, but imagine Kelvin alongside myself, alongside you, alongside other VCs can create this compelling list. And we do that by really crowdsourcing and coming together. And these lists are really can be done across various industries. And it's not just tech, but climate, but health and wellness, but fashion. And this is a list of the clean tech investors. And this has been going on for quite some time, just these lists where really individuals create them. And imagine if we can put all these lists together and us contributing to the greater good of saving time and helping each other, it would lead to, amazing things. And again, Crowd Insights right now is not just limited to Web3, crypto, AI, but also health and wellness, traditional industries, consumer products, even real estate, art, fashion. The list goes on and on. We're essentially going to be crowdsourcing expert research lists that people essentially do on their own to help each other. And in doing so, we're also going to build a network of people and resources. And we're going to get exposure by posting on Twitter, social media, lists just like this. Here's Koopa Troopa. He's a thought leader in the world of Web3 music, and he creates these lists. My favorite NFT collectors, rising artists, founders you should follow. We can essentially create our own lists and maintain these lists and update them on a regular basis of not just one time, but imagine how different this list is 1 or 2 years later, because it's constantly changing. It constantly needs updates. So here's an example of a great image that we also need designers here at Crowd Insights to come and help contribute. If you are good at graphic design, whether that's on Canva or Photoshop, we'd love to have you create these for us. And so when we create these lists, we need graphics, we need social media people to get the word out there and really help everybody kind of, put together this information that can save us all time in the world of generative AI. Say if you're looking for the next ChatGPT or a similar version, ideally we'd be able to highlight the first 15 or 20 companies doing that. And in doing so, those companies could be places that possibly you may work at or go to work at, companies that you could do a strategic partnership with. Here's an example of another list that was generated by Antler Global. We want to take a list similar to this and create our own for Crowd Insights. So it would be the Crowd Insights generative AI landscape. And we would update this on a monthly, quarterly basis as needed. And here at Crowd Insights, there's also going to be the ability for us to sell these research lists. And these research lists can be used and leveraged by investors, founders that want to easily get a hold of some of these companies for various reasons. So again, there's a number of ways to join us at Crowd Insights. First and foremost, we would love for you just to kind of reach out and say hello. Another way that you can actually help us at Crowd Insights is this is actually an example of some events I've run alongside some other team members in another company that I'm a part of, where we bring together these people, VCs, founders, executives, influencers, and we have them contribute their insights. They connect with other people. And really, they say that your network is your net worth. And through these people, you're able to gain valuable connections, insights to help you achieve your goals. So what do we need? We need event organizers and hosts to be able to bring together these people. This is an example of an event I ran alongside my team, bringing together the CEO of Solana, VC investor, a founder of a top tier blockchain game. We had on the co-founder of the Sandbox, one of the largest metaverse. We have PR people here. And so ultimately this event was put on by our team. And now you can be a part of that team by joining and contributing to Crowd Insights and really being a part of this community of like-minded people that ultimately want to help people, spend less time doing research, building deeper connections with people, and ultimately finding like-minded individuals that share common goals, values, and help each other get ahead. So if you're interested, please go ahead and apply on the page. The link will be in this video description, and looking forward to having you a part of the community. And as mentioned, there's a lot that we want to share, but rather would leave it to surprise when you join the community and just see how awesome it is on the inside. So thanks.